Do you ever feel like it's hard for you to ask for support? There's this kind of tension between me wanting to do it all on my own, me having total control over everything, not letting anybody in, this, no, I can do it better myself. No, I don't want to risk what might happen if you help me. Where does receiving support still feel like it might cost you something? So what is that kind of cost? What would support even cost us? I can't help but go back to my own childhood when my mother was an absolutely amazing, passionate woman. And I was her oldest child, and I was her only daughter. I let her take away my own sovereignty. For me to ask for support from someone else, I might risk this being taken over by my mother feeling that I had when I was a child. I didn't know what my own feelings were. I didn't know what my own thoughts were. I was so codependently enmeshed with my mother that there was no individuality for me. And so the decades since I left my mother, I have built more and more individuality. Now, how do I let in support without risking losing that Megan, that me? What changes in me when I stop treating support as a threat to my individuality? Here I have these strong boundaries, this strong sense of who I am, this strong sense of what I can do with the energy that I have. And I have built this with blood, sweat, and tears and facing fears. And yet, this particular gene key, this 37, in its equality and in its tenderness, is asking me to allow in support. So if asking for support is no longer a threat to my individuality, that's a little hard to picture. So what might asking for support even look like for me? Well, I happen to have a website that is run by myself and my dear friend Lizzie, and we actually do support each other in this more magical way that I am beginning to envision now that I am understanding more about this balance between individuality and communal tenderness. So this communal tenderness believes that everyone is equal and that everyone has a place in relationship with each other, and everyone has their own gifts, right? There is no need to compare and to make someone wrong. Now it's all about, in this communal tenderness, it's all about the light of each individual gift complementing other individual gifts. So when I think of asking for support from this is in the shadow, in this frequency of the shadow, if I'm asking for support, I'm thinking it needs to be transactional. So there's one other reason I might not ask for support, because I think if I ask Lizzie to do this on the website, then she will be asking me to do something that I might not want to do. So it becomes this transactional kind of thing. So yeah, that's in the shadow frequency though. How it actually works is that we are both in such synergy and such respect for each other's individual abilities and creative flow that the website actually runs itself through our own creative impulses. So last month, I created and did a lot of the work in one of our offerings called Bite-Sized Bravery because I had the time, I had the excitement. It was a fresh idea. I was so thrilled that I couldn't help myself, and I just put it all together. And then Lizzie came in and put in some finishing touches and some very key elements that I had missed. Now this time, Bite-Sized Bravery has come around, and Lizzie just was totally inspired yesterday to do the whole thing, all the bones of it herself, and which is wonderful because I personally am in the middle of balancing a number of other creative projects and hadn't even really thought about our Bite-Sized Bravery yet. The thrill of and the light of working in this communal way, in this communal creative tenderness, has been delicious. What changes in me when I stop treating support as a threat to my individuality, and instead my individuality becomes a part of the support, because then the support becomes relationship. It becomes communion. It becomes this community of brilliant souls helping each other. And there's from individuality, from a strong sense of boundaries, from a strong sense of personal resolve within our own geniuses. Thank you for listening, my friends.